Welcome to Audio with Orgo. And I don't have a brand bias. I don't like any brand to be specific, but Tanzim is one of those brands who connects with my preference, my listening priorities more than any other brand. Thus, I like them quite a lot and I have enjoyed every product they have produced. I can't say that about other IM brands apart from Dita or something else, but these are the Zero Ultimas. When Tanzim asked me if I would love to review some budget things, I would say, yeah, of course I love to. I haven't tried any budget Tanzim stuff much. The bunny I used was pretty great. The 4U was pretty great too. Both of them lined up with my preferences a lot, and I was interested. So they sent me this dongle DAC amp, which is the Stargate 2, which is around $38, $37, which is a bit expensive for the price that we're paying for this kind of form factor. And they have sent me these ones, the Zero Ultima. So pretty stealth looking IMs and DAC amp. They are completely invisible to any spectators watching to snatch away your IMs in public transport or playing field. To start things off, I will discuss both of their tonality, how they pair up, how they synergize, everything later in this video. But let's start with the Zero Ultima. Zero Ultima is kind of an okay IM if you see it as an overall IM. Like, to get the bad things first, it can do technicalities well, it can do bass well, it doesn't have a lot of details. So these are the things that I didn't like with Ultima. This being a $70 set, these are expected, but what surprised me most is the tonality. The mid-range is amazing on this IM. Like, it's a straight 5 out of 5. The treble is amazing on this IM without using any kind of DSP. There is no peaks, no dips, mid-range is warm. It has an enveloping structure to the frequency spectrum. It is really lively. The treble is impressive. It has a bit of peak around 6 to 7k. One dip in the DSP does all the thing. It is a bit on the face, it has a bit of close sound stage. So if you ask me, this took a lot of notes from the Sennheiser 650 and 600 series, and they are simply amazing for the price. Now at this price there are a few IMs like Indie Planet and KZ Caster. KZ Caster is coming to me. I didn't really wanted to cover those, but people have been asking me about that IM a lot, so I have to take that IM into consideration for my next videos. But this Tanzim Zero Ultima is a step up from Indie Planet. Indie Planet is warm, bassy, it is very safe. This is completely another approach. This is neutral, this is a lot organic sounding. Now, the Stargate 2 on the other hand is a pretty neat thing. So this costs around $35 to $37, and it might seem a bit expensive, but the price that you are paying for this dongle DAC is not for its power. It's for the, first of all, the sound quality of it. Everything on this dongle sounds like a toned down version of Moondrop Dawn Pro, which is very clinical, very clear, huge soundstage, good resolution, very good imaging, very flat tonality. The price that you're actually paying for this dongle is not because of the power or the cleanliness of the sound, although it has all those, but I think it's 60 milliwatts, so it really can drive most of the IMs. It can drive this budget IMs fairly well, be it Blon 03, be it 02, Chu, this one. But it is not something that I am impressed about for the power. But when you talk about the sound quality, it manages to hold up. Now, where this dongle really shines is in its application. The application for this dongle DAC is pretty amazing, and even though when you pair up with the Zero Ultima or any Tanzim IM, it just takes into another league. For example, let me grab my phone so that I can show you my apps. It promptly detected. Now it's reading. Okay, so now you have to choose a device. There is a list of Tanzim device, and there is an option called other headphones too. But let's choose the Zero Ultima, and they have a few inbuilt presets like restore sound, which sounds a bit clear, and I liked it. Vocal enhancement, like subdued the treble and bass a lot. I didn't like it that much. Instrument enhancement just picks completely breaks the bass and low end. I didn't like that. Popular is a V-shaped approach. Nature sound just expands the sound stage and does a bit of peakiness in the treble, which is okay. But the thing that I like the most is the EQ forum, where you can submit the EQ and it will be shared among other peers. You also can download EQs from other peers too. Most of them are Chinese, so it's a bit tough to read the names and all. You can like, you can share, you can download all of that. And there is another PEQ section too, where you can EQ. It is pretty neat sections, pretty clear. It is fairly good. You can see my EQ up in the desktop right now. So this is how I am using this Zero Ultima with my EQ, and it sounds pretty upgraded from the normal stock version. Now there is another section called game. It has a lot of games pre-built. It has phone games, it has PC games, it has surprisingly Nintendo Switch games, which is, I think, should be good. I haven't tried the games yet, and I don't even try to. I am sure it does pretty cool stuff with HRTF and all, but music is all I know, and I'm gonna review it that way. Now, so if we combine those, under $50, is it a compelling option? I would say it might be a compelling option because this one provides a better fundamental tuning, although it doesn't have that spaciousness, it doesn't have that resolution. The timbre is okay on this. Most of the people will have no issues with the timbre. But the thing that I'm suggesting is, if you take Zero Ultima as a standalone product, like a $15 or $16 or $17 IM, this thing just blows everything out of the water in terms of the fundamental tuning. This will not give you a lot of enjoyment factor, this will not give you a lot of spiciness, engagement, but what it will give you, a good solid fundamental tuning. The bass sounds a bit pillowy, so it is like that. You can EQ up the bass and it will sound a lot fuller. The mid-bass representation I didn't like that much with this driver in this closure, but as a $15 IM, like, what can you ask more? Like, how is this possible? I don't know. The dongle seems a bit pricey, and I use VE Abigail Pro, but this one is a lot more refined, a lot more cohesive. The FiiO K11 is a bit more powerful, but it doesn't have the same feature in the app. So at the end of the day, dongle, it's up to you. It's a pretty good sounding dongle, good technicalities, good tonality, but it lacks power. IM, it's a blind buy, and like I really don't have anything to complain about this IM. Of course, the technicalities aren't that great, but when you are getting this kind of reference grade tonality, you have to sacrifice a lot of these technicalities and these enjoyment factors. Yeah, full rec, and be sure to tune up for my next video, and bye.